Hi guys, it's Alec here again. Welcome back to my channel. We've got another game today, an all-day game at the club. Let me show you what it is. Here we go, we've just set it up. We're actually doing another American Civil War, and this time we're refighting one of the battles from a book which I've had for many years, Fire and Fury, a Great Eastern Battles scenario book. And the game that we're doing is the Battle of Seven Pines. Oh yeah, there's the Battle of Seven Pines, also called the Battle of Fair Oaks, which took place between the 31st of May and the 1st of June 1862. There's the map. In fact, let me just come over here. You'll notice that we're coming on, in fact, more like this. So the Union are on the table in the middle there, and the Rebs are coming on. Oh, there's some reinforcements coming over there. There's a lot more troops to come on for the Union. They're coming on bit by bit, because basically the Union in the middle there are sort of a bit stranded, and General Longstreet and other commanders as well are coming on to push them back to gain an advantage. And hopefully the Union will be able to hold out. They have got some sort of defences here to defend, and but they are, as you can see, they're greatly outnumbered by what's coming on. There's more troops to come on as well. There's some Union coming on over there eventually, and these are the first lot of reinforcements. So we're just going to redo this battle. There's four of us doing it. We're tossed up for size. It's the same as the last time we played. Me and Alan are playing the Union against Neil and Graham, who are playing the Rebs. So I'm just going to give you a little update of how the game goes on. I'm not going to record the whole thing. We're going to be here all day. So I'll just do edited highlights when there's something interesting to tell you. Right, time for a coffee before we get started, and then we'll do the first move. Well, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this is a two-day battle that we're doing. This is day one. There we are. So the Rebs are moving forward over there. There's quite a few troops coming on. They've got some more coming on here, rather a lot. And in the middle there, the Union are just defending. They've fallen back a little bit to form a better line, a more defensible line. There's some reinforcements coming on over there, which I'm doing those. And I'm also doing these here. This is Sedgwick, apparently. Now that's as much as the Union are going to get in the first day. So all the Union troops on the table. We're using a scale of 12 figures for a standard unit and 16 for a large unit. It doesn't really matter how many men you have per unit, because the stats are the same in the book, and whether you use units of 12 or 16 or 24 or even 36, we just think that 12's for a standard unit and 16 for large is very manageable. But yeah, we have got enough troops to make them bigger, but it would make it a bit congested really. So there we are, the Rebs are coming on over there. I hope that I can roll better. This only made one move onto the table this turn, so I need to speed up to help Alan in the middle, otherwise he's going to be in trouble. Right, so that's where we are so far. There's a little bit of shooting going on over the far side, some artillery fire and some musketry fire. But the main thing is the Union have fallen back a little bit to form a better defensive line, because you can see there's a lot of Rebs coming on there, and Alan feels a little bit picked on.
So did I remove that?
Okay, so yeah, I'm moving up. Look at this. I'm into this almost up to the defensive works here. I've changed formation now from march column into line, and the Rebs are coming on here. Fortunately for me, they come on rather slowly, which means I've managed to get into a decent defensive position. Now over here, what happened was we had a nice little defensive position, and then two of the units in this division charged forward, and there's a melee going on, as you can see over there and here, and I think it's pretty even at the moment. So that was a mistake. The Union really needed to stay back, but it was a blunder, and they've managed to do quite well out of it, really. But I'm not sure that's really what what Alan wanted to do. But there we go. It's a blunder, and that's one of those things. So there's more Rebs coming on over there, as you can see. Graham's looking happy. And yeah, we're just about to do, the Union have just moved again. We've just been doing a lot of manoeuvring up. There's no change. There's some shooting going to be going on over there. And then it's going to be the Rebs' turn. That blunder we did earlier for the Union has worked out quite well, because they moved forward and had a melee in the centre there, and those two Reb units over there have now gone off the field. Mind you, the two Unions look a bit on their own there. There's a lot of Rebs coming in behind them, so I don't think the Union's going to stay there much longer, but they have done quite well. In fact, that unit's shaken over there already, and this unit's near to being shaken, so I think it was a small victory for the Union, but it's not going to last very long. The rest of the battle, I think it's Union turn next. Yeah, just a reminder, this is in fact a 2-day battle. We're still doing day 1 at the moment. And essentially what will happen is the Union will be over here on day 2, and the Rebs will be occupying that situation. Well, it depends on how they do, but in the book, that's how it worked out, and I think that's what's going to happen here. The Union won't be able to hold all these back. But anyway, this is still day 1, and I'm not sure what move we're on. I think we're on probably, we've probably got two or three more moves to go before it gets dark, and then the troops slightly redeploy. Well, things were going well, and then we've just realised that, look, there's some more Rebs coming in over there now. Now, I've brought my 2 units over this side, my 2 brigades, to counter this lot here. We didn't realise they were going to come in right on our flank there, so we've sort of messed up a bit. But fortunately, there's a wood there, so a lot of the troops will be going at half speed, although there is a gap. There's a road, believe it or not, going down the middle there, and there's a small gap there they can come through if they do come round that way. But we have been rather flanked. I obviously didn't read the map well enough. However, it's nearly nightfall, so we'll be redeploying slightly then anyway. So that may not be such a disaster, but we didn't expect that. In hindsight, these that have come here should have gone over there, really, to counter that. But there we go. It is what it is. At the moment, we're still holding well, and when nightfall comes, we redeploy, and there'll be the second part of the battle. Okay, so it's the second day of the battle. You can see the Union troops have withdrawn back into more defensive positions. These have gone back slightly. We've got reinforcements coming on here and over there. The Rebs that came through that wood has essentially pulled back slightly, but they're still in control of the wood. And there's more Rebs coming up here. So in fact, yeah, it looks pretty even. I don't think there's any more troops to come on there. I think everything's on the table for the rest of the game. It's 4:30 a.m. when the battle starts again. We've removed all shaken disorder tokens, although we have allowed, we've taken off 1 casualty off each brigade, off each unit. But if they've got 1, they leave that 1 on there. So some of the casualties have been removed, some of them haven't. So there we go. So we've now got the main battle, which takes place on day 2. The Union are very much in defensive position, and the Rebs have got to try and break through. I think Graham's upset that these were coming on nicely and didn't realise they were going to come on their flank. Shame, Graham. And although we were in the same position here when he came through those woods. So there we are, the battle's ready to go. We're just having a quick coffee and a cake, and we're going to start the day 2 scenario. It's now 12:20, so we'll be starting about 12:30. And now we've got probably a couple of hours of game at least to get a result here.
He's also got that Meg thing there.
So day 2 has started. Neil's moved his rebs up here. He's going to no doubt open fire in a minute. And the rebs are moving over there as well. So rebs moving first.
You just wait for Neil to move and we'll do your shooting.
One move forward over there.
Right, a little update. The rebs are moving forward here, as you can see, quite quickly. They've fired at me here. I'm shaken and disordered that front unit, so I need to do something there. Over there, although I'm behind some sort of defences, apparently they're not. I think they're just some sort of a steep, a few, I don't know what it is, but apparently I'm getting no cover there, so that's why I've taken 3 casualties. I thought I was safe behind that cover, but I obviously am not. So I'm going to have to manoeuvre. Who put that there? And it looks like cover to me. Apparently it's
Where's
not.
your cover, Alex?
They said they agreed at the beginning of the game that there was no cover or defence in that situation. It just I don't know what it is.
You weren't listening, Alex. You weren't listening.
Yeah, well, my claim that I'm a bit deaf probably didn't go very far with them. So there I was feeling very safe, but I'm not. Right, so over there there's a bit of a melee going on there, which was a draw, so that's going to carry on this turn. Union are moving up there, and I'm just about to move here, hopefully. There's a big firefight going on here. My troops are coming up, they've redeployed, but I can't get in there anyway, so I've just redeployed, waiting for them to retreat, which I'm sure they will do in a minute. They'll be outnumbered. In the centre here, I've lost one of my units. The other 2 are still okay. This one here is a part of this unit. They're in a bit of a funny situation, but I shot with all of those and didn't cause a single casualty, so that was rubbish shooting. Over there's a bit of a melee going on over that defensive works, and nothing's coming of that. And the Union are moving up on that flank. So yeah, it's interesting part of the game. Anything could happen. Okay, the game continues. I've got my reinforcements coming through this wood. Although they're in skirmish order there, they only shoot with 1 figure each rather than with 3. Our brigade's gone here.
When do you do the shaking?
It's game over.
Well, we've just realised that the game's probably finished because this brigade's broken now. They've lost a unit completely and another one shaken here. And you become shaken when you lose 50% of your casualties. I do wonder whether it should be more than 50%, but anyway, that's by the by. That brigade's gone there, and Graham's surrounded and can't break through that defensive barrier here. That seems to be almost impossible to break through there, and in fact his unit's withdrawn anyway. So I think it's game over. The Rebs really come up against a very difficult defensive position in the middle. And once the Union reinforcements came on for game 2, the Rebs ended up outnumbered because they'd lost too many from day 1 to get a result out of it. So yeah, it's 1:30, so we finished quick. And I thought we'd be playing till about 2:30, but we finished a bit quicker because the Rebs are broken in various places. So there we are. It's game over. What do you reckon, guys?
Good guy.
Yeah, Graham had a really hard task coming through that wood and trying to hit these in that defended position, and it just didn't work out. The rules for defended position in Black Powder seem very, very tough on the attacker. However, we shall have to see whether he gets his revenge another day. So, yeah, it was good fun. It's hard work for the Rebs. They just couldn't get enough casualties in day 1 to make it count. And the Union, in a defended position, were able to just sit back and let the Rebs come on and shoot them away. It was a massive firefight. There was a few melees, but mostly it was just shooting. So now we're going to pack up and put everything away again.
Good game from your side.
And we'll have another American Civil War in a few weeks' time, maybe.
Clumsy.
Right, hope you enjoyed that, guys.
Well done, Al.
Oh no, it was.
You did well.